on YouTube? Basehead Stewie here, doing a quick update for you guys on the Datsun. I just got back from DSM Shootout this past week. It was an awesome event. Got to see some super fast cars, GTRs, Evos, 1 and 2G DSMs. Actually got a GoPro on Aaron Gregory's car. You'll see the video of that I posted the other day. That was nasty. I think he went like 183 and like a 785. So just ridiculously quick car. But regardless, I'm going to do a quick update on the Datsun and show you guys what I've been up to. Alrighty guys, so the biggest thing you're going to notice is there's an RB25 sitting in the frame now. I got the motor in here. It was like the continuation of the other video that I had. Fits in there nice. I got everything tucked down as low as I could, so it's actually in the frame a little bit. You see my motor mounts there, burnt in. Yeah, everything worked out really nice. Everything's rusty, obviously. It sits outside, so nothing I can do about that. But once it's all sandblasted, that'll all get cleaned up. She's in there though, and surprisingly fits fairly well. I got, there's where my steering's gonna go. I'm sure this will be like just like a universal joint or something through there. We'll make that work out. To squeeze around the motor there. That's the mount right there, all nice and rusty. Shitty welds, that's me. Well, I'm not a great welder. They're ugly, but they penetrate, so they should be fairly strong. If I can get down in here, you'll see I'm tucked pretty close to that cross member, as close as I could get, which is why the motor's sitting where it's at. I couldn't scoot it back any further. Which is probably a good thing, because with the trans on here and my shifter, I've got like probably 15 to 18 inches before the back of the cab, so it's gonna be tight. I got the CD09 back here. I know I talked about getting this a while back. I think this is the first time I actually showed it in video. These things have a really long linkage here that goes way off the back, which doesn't work for me at all because of how short the Datsun is. But I picked up a relocation kit shifter. It's actually a brand is FinFab who makes this shifter. There's some local guys, well, pretty local. They're out by Detroit area essentially, and this is secondhand. I got from a guy offline who's getting a new one. Really nice shifter. Feels really good. From just playing with it out of the box, I think I'm going to love it. That's all the hardware and linkage adjustment. But, I mean, it's sexy. Super tight, super firm. I love it so far. Like I said, obviously I've never drove it, so we'll see. I might hate it, but right now, I'm digging it. But basically, so like this goes right there, and a bolt through and take over that linkage, which shortens up the shifter location quite a bit. Like factory shifters out here, this moves it all the way up to there, which is going to make it nice. So that's the trans and the shifter. I know what it did. I cut out all these cross members. There was one that ran here to there, and one that ran from there to there. I cut both of those out because my transmission mount is going to fall basically right between those. So roughly right around there-ish is where the actual cross member for the tranny is going to be, which is really close to the end of the transmission. Back of the cab runs right through here between that cab mount and that bed mount there. And if, like, I'll show a picture of it, but my shifter linkage is basically set like right here-ish. So basically, about 16 inches from the back of the cab is where the shifter is going to sit, which is going to be drivable. I don't think it's going to be ideal. I think it's going to be a little bit further back than what I like, but it's going to work. I can always switch to a forward internally mounted shifter later but those are like $700, $650 I think, for like a CBF one. And I don't really want to spend like $700 on a shifter right now, even though I'm obviously going to be putting a lot of money in this truck. It's kind of down on the list. I need to get an adapter plate and all that stuff, just to make everything work. So obviously the next big thing for me to do is going to be mounting the subframe. The only real hesitation for me doing that is I really need to get an adapter for the transmission, and I really need to get an adapter for the transmission so I can set my pinion angles and measure those out and make sure they're going to be perfect on the rear subframe. So I'll make the mounts, gonna tube that all back there. Then strut towers, I think is gonna be the next big thing. Fabbing floors for the cab over there. I mean, it hasn't moved. It's still sitting there. Everything's cut out. I don't know if I ever did the video of me cutting this out or not. I think I wasted it, but yeah, floors are gone. Half the firewall's gone. Lots of rust repair. All that fun stuff that nobody likes to see or do. Cut the floors out. I boxed everything with 1 inch square, so everything's should be in shape. I don't think anything's gonna move dramatically. I mean, I'm not super worried about it being 110% straight body lines and stuff like that. I mean, I care, I really do. I want it to be as close as possible. But at the end of the day, it's a track truck. It's gonna be roll caged. I mean, it's gonna be meant to beat on, so it's not gonna be a trailer queen. It's not gonna be pretty. It's just gonna look good, and you know, basically looking for like a really nice looking track truck, and daily driver used loosely. I basically want something that's street legal, and can be driven on the street most days. But yeah, it's not gonna have a heater. It's not gonna have AC. It will have power steering. It's gonna have manual brakes. So it's gonna be a track truck that gets driven on the street probably two or three times a week during the summer. So, but yeah, that's the basic update. I'll keep you guys informed on like future videos. I think I'm gonna order that adapter here really soon. I got a little bit extra money in my pocket. I didn't spend quite as much as I thought I was going to. So I'm gonna order that up, probably use the Collins one. Get that mounted up, and I can make my cross member and things like that. So, as always, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you later. Thank you.